Hello, MET 240 students. This is your Professor Vukica Ivanovic, and now I'm about to show you how you can do the part from your chapter number 3. It's the part named A6 knee part. So I'm about to show you how you can create this part. So you see, like, use the following name, A6 knee part, MET 240, first and last name, and also save it in the folder for homework 3. So this is what I will do. I will first create this slot, and later I will create this circle, extrude the circle, and then create a hole in the circle. And then from the other side, I will create this surface offset with using the offset option. Then from the other side, I will create one hole and then the other hole. So that's basically the modeling strategy from this part. So again, same. First, please make sure you're at the right project. So click on the project and say new single user project. Next, browse to your H drive and then select MET240 folder and then create a new one for the, I can take this name and then I can say here, oh, it shouldn't be inside of this one. Here should be MET240, my first name, my last name, and then the homework 3. Okay, so if I check, oh, it didn't take me to the folder. So just make sure you're at the right place. 240. Okay, and then make new folder. MET240. Homework number 3. Okay. And you can copy paste the same kind of name for your project file. So I'm at H, MET240, MET, first last name, homework 3, finish. And you see homework 3, it's now default. I have this check mark there. And let me grab the name for my file from here, from your homework 3 assignment. And here I can go save as, well, first I have to create the part, new. It will be English standard inches, create, and I save as. So I'm at the right place, and then I can paste the file name, my first and my last name. And again, I will start with XY plane. So I'll say create two-dimensional sketch. I will go to XY plane and I'll do it a little bit differently than it is in the book. I will use the slot option, and before I go there, I will create two axes that I will use as symmetry line. So I will use line, slot, and this symmetry for specifying some constraints. So I will use line that goes from the 0, 0, but I will make sure that it's construction. I can do it after, or I can just pick here construction. And from 0, 0, anywhere. I don't care how long is it. I will just need it for the reference. And hit escape and then select another line. Again, from 0, 0, again, construction is on, and then there. And I don't care how about the size of these. And I'll use the slot option. So when you use slot, what you have to do, you will click in one center of the circle, the other center of the circle, and then somewhere how big is this. So that's how you should do it. And then make sure that construction is off. So I'm using slot. One circle will be, you see, 0, 0 to the left. And then I'll go to the right somewhere and like this. And then I will dimension it. So in your book, it's on the page 311. I have this dimension, so I can dimension the line to be 0.625, and I can dimension diameter to be 0.275. And that's all I need to have this slot completed. And I will finish my sketch and go extrude by 0.081 and hit enter. And now I will create a circle in this plane. So I'll select the create two-dimensional sketch here. And I will use my center, or here they said just put it somewhere outside, somewhere, and then later you can adjust exactly what's your position. Okay, so I'll just make a circle, and they said not to dimension it because they want to show you how you can go back to the sketch and modify even after it's being finished. So here they say they like to show you how you can change names of these features. So here I'll go extrude, and I will extrude this circle that I just made by 0.04. It's on the page 314. And then you see this is what I have. And if you don't like the view, how you see this, you can change visual style in view, and you can use shaded with edges. I like to see the edges. Maybe it's more obvious when I'm selecting, for example. So let me go back, and now they would like you to change extrusion 1 to the base name. So what I would do, I would click twice here. With left click twice, or let me see, click, just like that. Yeah, try it. It's different, how many seconds do you have in between clicks. And then I change this to the base. And now they said they would like you to change the dimensions for the base and for this one. So I would do, I would right click to the base, edit feature, and I can change this to 0.41. You see, oh, I didn't want to change this to be 0.6. It should be still 0.81. So let me just go edit sketch, right click edit sketch, and I'm sure I'll get to what I want. So it's 0.48, and the other one will be, if I double click, 0.138. So you see it's much smaller than it was. Finish. And now I would like to change this circle. So I'll go right click here in the tree, and I would like to say edit sketch. So let me find the image. It's on the page 318. So this one should be dimension from this point to this point. This should be 0.240, and from this line to the center of the circle vertically this should be 1.138, and then dimension of the circle should be 0.241. That's all I have. Finish, and you see how it gets updated. And now I'll drill a hole here. So I'll go hole, and I'll select another kind of hole, concentric hole, and the size should be 0.166, and I will click here on the plane. So here make sure the plane is selected, and then the concentric reference will be the circle, and then OK. That's how I will create this. And then now I will flip this, and I would like to create something in this plane. So create two-dimensional sketch in this plane, and I will use the offset option. Offset option here, and I'll select, you see this yellow outside, and just make one inside, and again click here again, left click somewhere inside. And here dimensions for this are at the page 322. So here I have 0.167, and they said here that we should change this to 0.315 divided by 2. See, you can put equation inside. It will calculate that for you. And then the distance in between these two offset 0.068. And that's it. And now I will extrude this. So I'll go extrude, and make sure you select. Here it's a little bit trickier because you have to select two things. You see, you have to select one inside and the one outside, and then you get both of these. And then extrude that by 0.078. Okay, and then All I have left for this part is to create two holes here and here. And I will again use the same kind of um, dimensions like last time. So it will be again concentric, but the only thing now I will use the option spot face, which is the counter board. Well, this one, spot face, this kind of option. And I will type in the numbers from page 325. So it will be 1.16, the other one will be 1.001, and the third one will be 0.076. And I'll click on the plane somewhere here, concentric reference, the circle, and again I can create another one, apply. And you see it's still again, I have the same values because I said apply, and I can click here on the plane and I can again select concentric reference, this one. Okay, and that's basically what you had for this part. And there was only one last thing they wanted to show you here in this tutorial. So let me click on the home. So here, right click on a part, you have eye properties, and here if you go to physical, you can change materials to be ABS plastic or something, and then you can see all the mass, area, volume, and center of gravity. And if you click on the clipboard, when you go to Word, you can just paste all this information and have it for your project. So thank you for listening to this tutorial, and just make sure you save your part. And again, at the end, you can export this as a PDF to the folder with the same name.